One is when we say what is bhakti, when we define bhakti, devotion, we tend to talk about devotion in terms of emotional states, isn't it? So how much devotion you have depends on how much we can sing bhajans, or how much we can dance, or how much we can cry when you think of the Lord. Whatever, we look upon devotion as a transient emotional state. No, it is a common, because it is visible, and so a transient emotional state is how we tend to look at devotion. But we need to know the way Bhagavad Gita describes devotion. Of course, while it includes a transient emotional state, it also includes certain traits or certain attitudes, which are enduring in nature, certain enduring attitudes which are born of an understanding of the truth. A truth means the triad. When we say truth in our terminology, we mean the triad. The triad, not your, what is that? How you do that? Something like that, right? This is not triad. This is February 14th subject matter, all right? So triad means the three corners of the triangle. Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara. The individual, the world, and God, So me, God, and the universe. Or me, universe, and God. This is called the triad in all religious traditions. The religious traditions of the world are traditions, each one having a philosophy about the triad. It's about these three. All analysis, all philosophies about these three. Okay? And so, when there is a understanding about these three in a certain manner as revealed in the scriptures, which gives you, that understanding gives you a certain attitude. It translates into a certain attitude which is enduring in nature. That attitude, of course, with these transient states of emotions, backed by those attitudes, is called bhakti, is called devotion. A devotion which is not backed by understanding of truth can be flippant, it can be, it is transient. Let's not say flippant, it is transient in nature. But the transient emotions gain a stability when I am empowered with certain enduring attitudes. We say enduring attitudes because life brings us to enduring many things, So that how do you endure? Why do you endure your challenges, your difficulties? Well, because I understand the triad in a certain way, and that understanding itself brings the devotee out. And so it's not just a transient emotion. Devotion is for me not just a transient emotion, but gives me endurance and understanding of life, So that is Bhakti Yoga, the way we are taught in the Bhagavad Gita. And of course, Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is a yoga which describes actions and the attitudes that go towards actions and the result, Karma yoga is actions and the attitudes behind them. And of course their outcomes, their results, and the attitude behind the results of action. That's called karma yoga. Be very clear about these verticals. One is karma yoga, which is centered around actions. Jnana yoga, which is centered around understanding the triad, assimilating the triad, understanding the triad, actualizing, bringing the triad into my life through proper attitudes, and so that is Jnana yoga. Bhakti yoga is a function of two things: the function of the mind, Manaha, emotion, and a function of the Buddhi. Buddhi is understanding. Manaha and Buddhi, the emotions and the understanding. And these Manaha and Buddhi influence each other. They influence each other greatly, So like mind, if there is, if one who has fear, if there is fear in you, your Buddhi won't work. If you're given to the emotion of fear, you can't think clearly, isn't it? So the state of the mind influences your capacity to use your Buddhi, okay? And if the Buddhi is not properly used, your understanding is not there, For example, you're ignorant about something, there is a great chance of distortion. So when I'm ignorant about a situation, I don't know what's going on, lot of assumptions, then what will happen? Your emotions will arise based on distortions. So Buddhi influences Manaha, Manaha influences Buddhi, and therefore one who wishes to, if you are a devotee, if we are devotees, one thing must be very clear to us, that we must have a mind, a Buddhi, an intelligence, where we are committed to seeing things as they are.